Ready for a close-up.
Good morning. I'm Carrie Pilet, and we're going to talk for about 30 minutes about substances and anger. It's going to be our topic for this session. As a part of that, I'm going to do a brief review of some of the basics that we talk about when we talk about anger here. Then I'm going to talk about substance use, some specifics, and most of my focus there is on alcohol because that still tends to be the number one drug that most of us are using when we exhibit anger that's not healthy for us, and it's legal. And then how that affects how using drugs and alcohol can affect our anger. So we'll take about 30 minutes doing that. So let's start with that review. The three ways that we experience anger and then show anger to other people are that suppressed anger, where I kind of stuff it. I don't talk about it. But you all know that I'm angry, right? Want me to show you that? No, I'm not angry. I said I wasn't angry. I said I was okay. And don't I look okay? No, These suppressed people, when they get angry, you know they're angry. We look at them. We can see their facial expressions. We can see their posture. Their words probably don't match what they look like because they don't want to talk about it. And they think that's controlling their anger. But everybody around them knows they're upset. That's that suppressed anger. Expressed angry people, we all get them because they look it and they show it. And there's no doubt that they're upset. These are our people, you might call them a hothead. They have the nonverbals, they have the facial expressions, they have the gestures, and then their mouth opens and they start talking, and you can just tell the whole package is about I'm angry. Those are our expressed angry people, and that's how they experience it, and that's how they live it in the world around them. And then our third type of anger expression is controlled anger. And with controlled anger, you have to think about this because most of us don't. We think suppressed anger is controlling our anger, and it's not. Controlled angry people can let another person know that they're angry, and they're going to fix the problem. They're not going to stuff it and let it slide till next time, and they're not going to do things that are going to hurt our relationship or cause problems in their life because they're going to deal with the problem now in assertive ways to resolve the problem, and then I don't have to be angry about it anymore. That's controlled anger. So those are the three ways that we experience anger and we show anger to the people around us. Next, we have to look at the things that go on in our life that can put us at risk for getting angry. There are people in our lives. Boy, all you got to do is mention that name. Don't even have to be her necessarily, just her name. And I have this much anger about just that name or him. You know, oh, that Quentin. You know, there's more than one Quentin in the world, but in my life there's one Quentin, and he isn't. He's no good. Every time you talk about Quentin, I'm angry. People. There are certain people in our lives that we have anger with. Because we've had stuff go on with them. There are topics in our lives that we haven't figured out how to resolve. The things that we argue about, the things that we can't talk about with the different people around us. So I may not be able to talk to my mom about this, and I can't talk to my boyfriend about this, and I can't talk to my teenager about that. And there's this thing at work, oh, don't even go there. There are things in our life that topic comes up, and we have our own level of anger about it. It's different for each of us. There are those things. And finally, there are those situations, the things that go on around us that we have anger when they occur. And sometimes these are related to the person that we have anger with, and sometimes they're related to that topic that I really can't talk about because I have anger about that thing I haven't been able to solve. And sometimes it has to do with just stuff going on today that I got no control over. You know, stress plays a role here in these situations because, you know, when I am late for work and I have a flat tire, well, you know what? I'm going to probably be a little more short today with just dealing with people in general because my day started off badly. Had a lady come in this weekend by 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm military, so we've done more by 9 than most people do the whole day. She got into work at 7:30. She'd already had a bad day. She'd been up 3.5 hours. Her day was shot because it had been bad from the moment she rolled out of bed. And we just have days like that. Those are situations, and those kinds of things can put us at higher risk for expressing our anger in ways that are not going to be healthy for us if we're not paying attention. 3 things that put us at risk. There are people, there are topics, there are situations. Now when we start combining all those, I got to deal with you about this thing that you and I can't figure out, and you know what? It is happening again. It's probably not going to go well because I don't have any experience with solving that problem, and the same thing that's happened before is happening again with you. If I'm not careful and got no plan, we're going to go down the same road we've been on in the past to not solve this problem. Okay? So that's our review of anger, the way we experience and express anger to the world, and then the things that can put us at risk for having more anger. Notice one of the things I'm not saying here is that other people make us angry, because they don't. We control our own emotions. The people around us that we would like to say have that power know us well enough to know how to get under our skin, know us well enough to know that that's a topic that we haven't dealt with well. And that's how that anger occurs. But please know, they don't make us angry. I can change the way I interact with you, even though you and I have a problem we haven't been able to solve. I don't have to get angry with you today. It's always interesting when we do that.